Hello, welcome to the Great Garden channel. I still remember that day, an orchid lay quietly on the roadside. No one paid attention. Perhaps its previous owner had thrown it away after it finished blooming, thinking that this stage is very difficult to care for and that the plant could hardly recover. But for me, as long as you are patient enough and truly love plants, there is always a chance to start again. So I decided to bring it home and try replanting it using a completely new method. In today's video, I will guide you on how to grow orchids using the semi-hydroponic method, a simple technique that delivers clear results, helping the plant quickly turn green again, with firmer, healthier leaves, and a root system that develops strongly, becoming white, plump, and firmly attached to the growing medium. Especially, I do not use any expensive fertilizers, but only take advantage of very familiar ingredients that are readily available in the kitchen. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any plant care tips on the Great Garden channel. Let's get started. After bringing the plant home, the first step is to cut off the flower spike so the plant can focus its nutrients on the stem and roots, helping it recover faster. Interestingly, this very flower spike can also be used to propagate new baby plants. Can you believe it? I will guide you in detail in the next video. As for this video, we will focus on treating this orchid. The first thing to do is to gently remove the outer plastic pot to avoid damaging the root system. Next, proceed to remove all the moss or old growing medium tightly attached to the roots, doing it carefully to preserve the healthy roots. Removing the old medium helps completely clean the environment around the roots, eliminate fungi, accumulated debris, and allows you to easily inspect the condition of the root system. At the same time, this also helps the plant adapt better to the new growing environment, reduces the risk of root rot, and creates conditions for new roots to grow strongly, helping the plant recover quickly and grow more stably. The next step is to use specialized scissors that have been sterilized with alcohol, then cut off all damaged, dried, or rotten roots. This helps eliminate potential sources of disease, prevents spreading to healthy roots, and stimulates the plant to focus nutrients on developing new roots. As a result, the root system becomes more airy, healthier, and creates favorable conditions for the plant to recover quickly and grow steadily in the next stage. In addition to the English voice, we have now created dubbed voices in French, German, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Japanese, Hindi, and Indonesian to help you understand the content more easily. Listen in your preferred language by opening the video and clicking on Settings, the gear icon, to select the appropriate audio language. After that, gently rinse the plant under clean running water to completely remove dirt, debris, and any remaining growing medium from the roots. When rinsing, adjust the water flow moderately and handle gently to avoid damaging healthy roots. This step thoroughly cleans the root system, creates a well-ventilated environment, and minimizes bacteria and fungi remaining on the plant, thereby helping it recover better and prepare for the next steps. Which country are you watching this video from? It's wonderful that we can connect with each other from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button to support me and not miss any orchid care tips. After washing, place the plant in a dry, well-ventilated place away from direct sunlight to let it dry naturally. While waiting, we will prepare an organic solution for the plant. Do you have ginger at home? The first ingredient I use in this video is ginger. Ginger is not only a familiar kitchen spice, but also a natural ingredient rich in beneficial compounds that help fight bacteria and inhibit fungal growth. First, slice the ginger as shown in the video. Ginger has strong antibacterial and antifungal properties, helping protect wounds on roots and stems, while also supporting faster recovery thanks to its natural bioactive compounds. Therefore, it is a safe and effective ingredient for orchid care. Next, cut the ginger into thin strips as shown. Cutting it into strips increases the surface area, allowing the active compounds in ginger to be released more quickly and effectively when soaked or mixed, maximizing the solution's effectiveness when used for plants. Then, put all the sliced ginger into a clean glass cup. Add about 500 milliliters of hot water to help release the beneficial compounds in the ginger. Finally, cover and let the solution steep for 1 hour. After 1 hour, when the ginger solution has cooled, I use a strainer to remove all residues, keeping only the nutrient-rich liquid. Which country are you watching this video from? It's wonderful that we can connect with each other from all over the world. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please hit the subscribe button to support me and not miss any orchid care tips. Add 1 liter of clean water at room temperature to dilute the solution. And that's it. We now have a ginger solution for disinfection. First, pour the prepared ginger solution into a clean plastic cup, as shown in the video. Then, gently place the plant's roots into the solution, ensuring the roots are evenly exposed so the active compounds can be absorbed effectively. Soak the roots in the ginger solution for about 15 minutes. While waiting, I use a soft cotton pad soaked in ginger water to wipe all the leaves. Ginger water has natural antibacterial and antifungal properties, helping remove bacteria, dirt, and prevent mold from developing on the leaf surface. I wipe both sides of the leaves, especially the underside, because this is where many stomata are located, the area where the plant exchanges gases and absorbs nutrients from the environment. Cleaning thoroughly helps improve photosynthesis and maintain a fresh, healthy appearance. If you want to learn the secret to caring for Phalaenopsis orchids, make sure to watch this video carefully until the end. Your orchids will become strong, grow new roots, and bloom vibrantly all year round. The remaining ginger solution is poured into a spray bottle and used to spray other plants in the garden. The natural antibacterial compounds in ginger clean leaf surfaces, prevent mold, and strengthen plant resistance. This is a simple, yet highly effective way to protect your garden naturally and safely, not just for orchids. Diluted ginger water is also effective in preventing pests and diseases for other ornamental plants such as water hyacinth, tuberose, or water lilies. After about 15 minutes, when the plant has absorbed enough ginger solution, I gently remove it from the disinfecting solution. Next, use a soft cloth to dry the roots and leaves, removing excess moisture, preventing prolonged dampness, reducing the risk of fungal growth, and helping the plant stabilize quickly before moving to the next step. To help the plant stabilize and recover well, you need to prepare a cup like the one shown in the video. Next, place the plant into the cup so it stands firmly without tilting, helping the roots stay fixed and adapt easily to the new environment. Then, add a sufficient amount of water as instructed. Note that the water level must not exceed the roots to avoid waterlogging and affecting recovery. Finally, place the plant in a dry, well-ventilated area away from direct sunlight. Maintain this routine, and when the water runs low, add just enough to keep the roots moist. With patience, after about 2 months, the plant will begin to grow many new roots that are longer, white, plump, with green tips, extending strongly, firmly attaching and spreading to find water. A healthy root system improves nutrient absorption and stabilizes the plant. The leaves will also gradually become greener, thicker, and glossier, showing that the plant has adapted well and is recovering strongly. Next, I reuse an old plastic bottle to make a semi-hydroponic orchid pot. Do you have a bottle like this at home? With just a few simple steps, we can turn it into a very convenient planting pot. First, I estimate a suitable height using a cup, then use a marker to draw a line around the bottle. Next, I cut along the line to separate the bottle into 2 parts. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language, comment below, and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. In the next step, I use a heated tool to create several small holes around the neck of the bottle. These holes improve air circulation, help regulate humidity, and allow orchid roots to breathe better. At the same time, they help prevent water accumulation, ensuring the semi-hydroponic environment remains airy and stable. Finally, I invert the top part into the bottom part. This creates a convenient orchid growing system. This method is especially suitable for people who don't have much time. And now, we come to the most important step. Prepare a pot of pine bark that has been cleaned and disinfected, along with the semi-hydroponic pot recycled from the plastic bottle prepared earlier. First, spread a layer of pine bark at the bottom of the hydroponic pot, ensuring moderate thickness to create space between the bottom and the roots. This layer improves ventilation, supports drainage, and prevents water from accumulating directly under the roots. Next, place the plant in the center of the pot, adjusting it so the stem stands upright and the roots are evenly distributed without being bent or compressed, helping the plant stabilize from the beginning. Finally, add another layer of pine bark on top, gently filling around the roots and securing the plant. Avoid pressing too tightly to maintain airflow, creating ideal conditions for root development in the semi-hydroponic environment. If you want to learn the secret to caring for Phalaenopsis orchids, make sure to watch this video carefully until the end. Your orchids will become strong, grow new roots, and bloom vibrantly all year round. And that's it. We have finished planting the orchid using the semi-hydroponic method. At this point, simply use clean water to gently water around the base to evenly moisten the entire growing medium and root system. Excess water will automatically flow to the bottom of the cup, forming a small reservoir below. This method helps maintain stable moisture for the roots without causing direct water stagnation, thereby providing continuous hydration while reducing the risk of root rot and helping the plant grow more sustainably. Result: orchids grown using the semi-hydroponic method show clear improvement and stable growth over time. These are the orchids I have grown using the method shared today. As you can see, the roots are white, plump, and healthy, continuously extending to find water. The leaves become firmer, darker green, and glossier, and new shoots have begun to appear. The leaves develop evenly, with thick blades that maintain natural firmness and reduce wrinkling or yellowing. Flower spikes also begin to form, growing straight and strong, indicating that the plant is entering a stable growth phase and preparing for the next blooming cycle. This proves that even without traditional planting methods, orchids can still adapt well and grow vigorously. This is a very suitable solution for busy people who want a simple, clean way to grow orchids while still ensuring healthy and vibrant plants. Enjoy the process of caring for your plants every day, and if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the Great Garden channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss simple and effective orchid care tips. See you again in the next videos on the Great Garden channel.